think it's dope that you're starting to see so much new talent come up
Yeah.
through the internet and start to touch different platforms.
Right,
You
right.
know, and become, stars in their own right.
Yeah.
Using this method as opposed to being chosen by one of the networks and stuff.
Exactly. And a lot of those cats, look, they took what we had, they formulated their own voice, and then Hollywood came to them. So it's a few cats that's moved on to film and television. Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Alfonso McCauley, he was already in film and television before Vine, but there's cats that are getting, Cameron Dallas, all these little young kids that said, fuck college, I'll just go make these videos, and it paid off for them. Now, I just got to hope that they were smart enough to do something smart with their money or have a plan for after that. Because, like, as you can see, and I said this 4 years ago, like, what do you do when Vine leaves? What do you have then? And so you got to have some type of plan for after it. That must be life after Vine.
I feel you, man. I mean, our company was built on YouTube and our website and so forth.
Yeah,
I mean, we're always thinking about what's going to happen, what's changing. YouTube seems like it's changing a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm kind of starting to feel like people are watching videos more on other places except for YouTube, whereas YouTube was kind of the only game in town for a while.
Right. Yeah. See, my YouTube game, it was real strong for a while, and then it kind of fell off. And so now I have all these subscribers on YouTube, but because I've been doing it so long, and it's kind of like a wave, right? So the people that were watching me 5 years ago do YouTube stuff, then there were subscribers there, probably were, 18. Now they're 23. They're off doing other shit now. They're not even on YouTube like that no more. So kind of how it goes. So the numbers are going to, in essence, drop because the audience that you have is not really there. So then you have to build a new audience of these new kids,
right?
And so that's the tough thing to do.
Yeah, man. So you and Lil Yachty.
The little boat guy.
So I guess you started Twitter beefing with him, and he actually responded.
Yeah,
and it turned into a thing.
Yeah, that was funny. So look, it's no secret. I got this album coming out, and a lot of my freestyles that I have that I'm just putting out there is just my perspective of what's going on in the rap world and the business. And I come from the golden era. I've been rapping for a long time, and so I come from where it was good, where you want to hear stuff because you want to, you want to feel some kind of way about it. Now, even back then, you still had artists that were like Nelly, who was more about the fun and the partying. You had these artists, but they weren't taking over the whole thing. Now
Nelly was taking over.
No, Nelly, but Nelly's one person.
Let's just keep it 100. Nelly was definitely taking over during his time.
He definitely did take over.
He had like a diamond album.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But that's one artist, right? I'm saying now it's cool if it's like, all right, 21 Savage, Migos. But what happens is these mumble rappers are spawning more mumble rappers, and that's where the problem comes, because it's not just like one or two or a few of them. It's like now a whole gang of kids are like, oh, I can now be a rapper by saying nothing, and I can be famous for it. You look on the internet, there's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 Savage, and they get so many views, and it's like, listen, once you get to the point where the real artist or the real actual artist looks like the spoof, then that's a problem. That's a problem for our culture when you look at these videos and it looks like a spoof.
A lot of people have come through and said what they said about Yachty and said he's ruining hip hop and everything else like that. I personally disagree with it, and I'm of your age range, and I've been through the golden era and everything else like that. There's always been just party rap.
Yeah.
And the lyrics was never all that hot.
Right.
Yachty's just the new version of that. What makes him any worse than like a Whoop There It Is?
Okay.
Or It Takes Two. by Rob Bass, which people consider to be a classic rap song,
Yeah.
but did not have the hottest lyrics.
Right.
Like that did not make like, yo, like I want to rap like that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like for Lil Yachty that he is going to get the brunt of the hate because out of all of the dance rap people, his seems to be the least creative. Like his seems to be the most Sesame Street-ish. Like the most you turn on Sesame Street and then you can put your kid down after you listen to his music. It's like lullaby stuff, right?
Even though he is a teenager, number one.
He is a teenager.
He is a teenager. This is not a 50-year-old man.
Right.
Like
let me get this clear. I don't have a problem with young Yachty as a person, but yeah, he's not single-handedly ruining hip-hop, but he is contributing to the dying factor that we have going on right now. Now, look, I can't be mad at him for getting his money, right? He's getting his money. He's doing his music. He has a ton of fans. A lot of kids love him and like him.
Why does he have a ton of fans?
Because kids want to do that. They want to dance. They want to They want to turn up. They want to, you know what I mean? And so once that starts to get popular and this kid's playing it, then that kid play. That's just how it works, right? So you can't be mad at that because it's working. But me, as a real rap artist, like I could feel some kind of way about it. And you say, oh, if you don't like it, just don't listen to it. Well,
no, you can comment on it. You're allowed your opinion.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out why certain people have an opinion on Yachty. When number one, the one thing you can't deny is that Yachty has hit records.
Yeah.
That song Broccoli
was
one of the big songs of 2016.
He does. He has hit
It was one of the top. I would put it in the top. Matter of fact, I think we had like the Vlad TV Awards and we listed the top 4 songs of the year, and that was one of them. You don't think so?
I think that
biggest songs of 2016.
And it's Lil Yachty is up there.
The four hip hop songs of the year that we picked, it was Black Beatles, Panda, Ooh, and Broccoli.
I like Ooh.
Black Beatles won. Broccoli came in last place.
Isn't that funny how Black Beatles won? And Black Beatles won because the internet allowed it to get this challenge, and that's why it won, because the kids were doing the
right.
You know,
they started out with a pretty good song also, so that helped. And Gucci was, everyone was checking for Gucci.
Yeah,
all the pieces came together.
It did, man. Listen,
so Broccoli was one of those songs, and when you look at that list, Broccoli deserves to be on that list.
Yeah,
and the song starts out with Lil Yachty.
Yeah, and that voice.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was not just a backup singer on that. So I'm just saying, this dude has hits. That first mixtape I thought was dope. That little boat mixtape.
You say you thought it was dope?
Yeah, for what it was.
I'm just curious. Who's your favorite rappers?
Who are my favorite rappers?
Yeah.
Of all time?
Just, if it came to it, if you were to say your top 3 favorite rappers.
I would put, I would of course put Biggie and Pac on that list, but I would also put like Be Real.
Okay.
From Cypress Hill. I would put Nas up there.
Okay.
He's one of my favorite rappers, even though I feel like as a beat picker, he's not all that great.
All right.
But as a rapper, I think he's dope, especially that first album.
Yeah.
I think J. Cole's really dope.
Why do you think these people are dope to you in your estimation? Why do you like them?
I like them because of the imagery they can create. With their raps and the thing and the way they can put their words together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a rapper. I hear something and go, wow, I wouldn't think to put that together in that fashion.
Right. So you like them because of that. The reason I asked you that is because I'm curious when you say that the Lil Yachty's first mixtape was dope.
Yeah.
When you say dope, are you saying dope like the way he put his words together and the imagery? Are you saying dope?
I felt like the vibe of it.
Oh, just how it feels.
Yeah, I felt like You know, like I'm not listening to Lil Yachty to say, ooh, like he flipped that.
Right,
like,
right.
you know, I'm listening to like the vibe and, you know.
Like when you washing your dishes, it make you feel good. Like when you clean up the house, it's like good. You don't have to work to listen.
No, I would bump it in the car, you know.
Yeah, like you don't have to work to listen. Like J. Cole,
Right.
you
J.
kind of
Cole,
need to
you
pay
got to work
attention,
to listen.
right?
Kendrick, you got to really listen
Right.
to it a few times to figure it out.
Yachty, you could do anywhere.
I feel but I feel it's a different genre. Like I don't think Yachty is trying to be a J. Cole,
right?
And J. Cole definitely not trying to be Yachty,
exactly. And what I'm saying is,
but you know, 95, you know, what is it? Tag Team who did Whoop There It Is. They try to be. They would love to be Yachty right now.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, because that was the Yachty back then.
They were the Yachties back then.
And once again, my thing is, we needed Tag Team. We needed Whoop There It Is. We need Broccoli, right? But my thing is, I don't want all of the new kids turn to thinking we need all Broccoli.
Well,
then that's a problem.
It ain't like J. Cole ain't got no fans.
Yeah, no, but you
like
know,
his album just went gold. Like he does fucking stadiums. How many Grammys did Kendrick win?
Yeah,
last time around. I'm just saying, like all these dudes who you like if Jay dropped an album, it's probably gonna be pretty big, right?
Right.
You
but
know?
Jay and Kanye and Drake, they know how to play both games. They know how. And that's the great part about it, right? There are people who play both games. King Los, Fabulous, Big Sean. Yeah. These cats know how to play both sides of the fence. They pick the beats that the kids like and can dance to, but and they rap in a pocket that's popular at the time, you know, but they still rap.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's my thing. I'm like, okay. Can't you still rap if you're gonna do the dance songs, which is cool? We need it in the club. You don't want to listen to J. Cole in the club. Right. You know what I mean? But you can still rap though, right? So I don't know. That's just my issue, man. And I'm very prideful when it comes to this art form that I've been a part of since I was a little kid. And so I'm prideful when it comes to that. And when I just see so many of them, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm getting overwhelmed by all of these savages in their 20s. But I'm just saying, kids, listen to me. Hold on, man. Listen to me, kids. I implore you. There's other forms of rap out there besides just the dance music. Do your homework, do your research, see where it comes from, and maybe try and mix it up a little bit. We don't always got to be like Lil Yachty.